Okay, so we just bought this box of AQUA CREST water filters here. This is for the Brita filter pitcher, and they come with this little plastic shrink wrap around them and stuff. And what we're going to do is we're gonna unwrap them. We're going to rinse them in some water, get them good and moist, and then we're going to soak them in water for probably, I don't know, a while. And then once we get them into the pitcher, we'll probably run a couple pitchers of water through them first before we start drinking it, because we want to kind of rinse any kind of residue from manufacturing or whatever through the filter and everything. So anyway, we're going to give this a go, and there's a little peel off tab at the top. We'll peel off, and yeah, so we'll just show you here. Okay, so we're going to peel this little peel off before first use, and then we're going to, here Mom, peel that off. Oops, I got it started there. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to run some cold water here. We're going to kind of soak it a little bit and get some water in there. This is what I do whenever I put in a fresh filter. I kind of rinse it, get some water in there, and then what I do is I let it soak in the pitcher. Can you grab that pitcher over there? And then take that part out of there. We don't need that right now, but we'll put some cold water in here. We'll put the filter down in the bottom. And then what I'm going to do here is to kind of hold it underneath the water there. I'm going to put this in here to kind of, oh, it's not floating. A lot of times they want to float, so we'll just let that lay down in there. But I just put that in there to just kind of hold it down in there. And then we just let it soak in there for an hour or so. And then we'll take it out and we'll rinse it off, and we'll dump out the pitcher, and then we'll put fresh water in there. We'll put the filter in that little hole right there and let it go through once or twice and dump that water out before we start using it, because sometimes there's like residue in there and stuff like that. So anyway, we're getting started here. We're going to let this soak for an hour or so. Okay, we let this soak for a few hours. So we're going to rinse it and dump it and do all the things here. There's that, and we're going to run about 2 pitchers of water through here to kind of remove any kind of residue or charcoal or whatever before we start drinking the water. But you can see there's water in there because it's dripping out the bottom because it's been soaking for a few hours. So yeah, good. Okay, the filter's down in there, which you can't see it now because it's inside of this that little tube down there. But we're going to put some water in here, and then we're going to have a new filters in our filter pitcher. How about that? You can see it's starting to filter through the bottom there. And then this is getting full up here. Ta-da! It's doing it. So we'll do that a couple times and kind of rinse through it there before we start drinking out of it. But yeah, good stuff.